Welcome back to J.E. Campbell Arena here. We're getting ready to start the C-Team County Championship. Adams defeated Betsy Layne in the B-Team Championship game. I think that was it.
33-26.
Still got it on the board. 33-26. And Betsy Layne will be playing in the...
Betsy Layne have a team representing all three championships.
And they did in the elementary, too. They were in the A-Team and the B-Team elementary championship games as well. I'm not sure if they won one of those or both of those. See some familiar faces if you watch the last game. You'll have Eli Mitchell, Colton Hamilton, and Andrew Collins. All three, they played a vital role in the B-Team game. I'm sure they'll play a pretty good role in this game as well.
They did. Mitchell for Betsy Layne was tough down low for him.
See how many Mitchell ended up with. He ended up with 6 points, but he played really strong. Did a real good job on the glass.
Yes, he did. Wasn't intimidated at all by the big Rose kid down low, so made a good showing. And, of course, more his size, these players here.
Yeah.
And again, we like to thank all of them for everybody watching in on WPRG TV 5 and HD 105, and also WPRG Facebook and YouTube page. And as we always do, we encourage you to like and share if you're on Facebook or YouTube, and also give us a comment on who you're rooting for and where you're rooting from. We like to hear from all of our viewers. Let us know how we're doing as far as bringing you these games. And we're inside of a minute now before the starting lineups for tonight's second game between Betsy Layne and DACE. And if you're watching in and don't know what that DACE stands for, it was like I did, that was Duff Allen Central Elementary.
Yes. Yeah, it was, when I was growing up, when I was in school, it was just Duff. And somehow it's turned into DACE, and they've got a pretty good enrollment over there too. It's one of the bigger schools in the county. So we'll have
they've got the clock stopped for some reason with 10 seconds left. So we'll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second game of the night, and that is the C-Team finals between the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Betsy Layne Bobcats, and the home team on the scoreboard, the DACE Bulldogs. And now we will do their player introductions. First for Betsy Layne, number 41, Brennan Fleener. Number 44, Marvin Lee. Number 50, Landon Keithley. And now for your starters, number 21, Lincoln Hamilton. Number 11, Max Newsom. Number 45, Colton Hamilton. Number 33, Eli Mitchell. And number 34, Andrew Collins. The Bobcats are coached by Mason Hall and Jonathan Parsons. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the DACE Bulldogs. Number 3, Joshua Dalton. Number 2, Luke Gibson. Number 11, Josiah Isom. Number 51, Aiden Pryor. Number 30, Barrett Williams. Number 34, Grayson Akers. And now for the starters. Number 31, Logan Sloan. Number 13, Austin Mead. Number 14, Connor Johnson. Number 10, Gage Burgett. And number 25, Wesley Buck. The Bulldogs are coached by Robbie Johnson and assisted by Carl Watkins and Steve Jenkins.
Getting ready to tip the C-Team championship game.
And both teams is at the bench getting final instructions.
This will be a rematch in the A-team game as well, Betsy Layne versus DACE.
Now break the huddle and come out to center court. We're about to get this one started.
This one only 4-minute quarters, so this one's going to go. Well, we thought the last one was going to go by fast too, and it didn't quite work out that way.
You'd think it'd go a little faster, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
The officials talking to the players, making sure that they're ready, and that's number 33, Eli Mitchell, and Wesley Buck stepping in to do the tip.
Wesley Buck, the younger brother of Brody Buck for the Floyd Central Jaguars.
And DACE controls it. They've got it in the front court. That's the number 13. That's Mitchell. There's Buck. And just inside the three-point line, shot up, no good. Buck, up, no good. Rebound comes off to Collins for Betsy Layne. Working in the front court, comes crossover. That's Lincoln Hamilton. Gets back out on top to Colton Hamilton. We've seen Colton in the first game. Also Collins with it. Collins goes over Lincoln Hamilton. Hands it off to Colton Hamilton. He drives, gets it down low. Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to be fouled.
He was dialed in on those free throws there at the end of the B-team game.
Yes, he was.
They called it on the floor.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No shots. Yeah.
Not sure about that one. Definitely looked like a shot attempt.
Yes, they'll get the ball in, and here's Hamilton with it. Gets it over to his partner, Lincoln Hamilton. Now they'll go down inside, and Mitchell scoop shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to DACE. That's Logan Sloan with it into the front court. Goes into Buck. Down the lane, shot up, no good. Foul call. We've got a viewer looking in from Hippo, Kentucky, Rudy Known Duff. You got a sidekick there said, stretch that game out. He's on his way home. Trying to wait till he gets here as Buck misses the first free throw. That's Wesley Buck.
Yeah, Jason Lance coming in hot here.
Yeah, he is.
Well, if he gets that B-team whistle, it will probably be a while.
And the second free throw up, and also no good. Rebound comes off to Collins for Betsy Layne.
Kind of that same slow start that we saw in that B-team game.
And looking for some help. Now gets it over to Hamilton. Colton Hamilton drives down, reverses. Free throw line, reverses again down the lane, kicks it over. And this is Max Newsom. Shot no good. Rebound in the corner, and they said that it's on the sideline. That was number 14. That would be Connor Johnson, and it's going to go to Betsy Layne. And Betsy Layne's wanting a timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout. 2:26, first quarter, no score. Betsy Layne DACE C-Team Championship game.
Yep, we talked about last game that points come at a premium with a 4-minute clock. You talk about a real premium.
Yeah, exactly.
So
every possession is critical.
Yeah, 4-minute clock running so fast. I mean, you could almost call a timeout every possession and draw up what you want. It seems like.
And not run out of timeouts.
And not run out of timeouts. Get one. But, yeah, hopefully, Mitchell and Collins and Hamilton got that feel for the game in the B-team game. So they've seen a couple go through the hoop.
You get that, they got the adrenaline going, got the butterflies out.
Yeah, and DACE, this is their first time on the floor.
Betsy Layne will have it in the front court, side out of the timeout. Looks like Collins is going to step out of bounds. And he'll get it into Hamilton. That's Colton Hamilton.
I think they're running a triangle and 2 on Collins. And
here's Colton Hamilton. Steps back 3 and rattles it down. And Betsy Layne breaks out on top, 3-0.
I think they gave him a 2.
Oh, they give him a 2 on it. They said he was on the line. I know he stepped back trying to get behind that three-point line. Didn't get back far enough. Here's Dace working in the front court. There's Buck with it. And here's a 3 in the air on the other end. No good. Rebound comes off. That's Connor Johnson with it. Down low to Buck. And here's a 3 knocked down by Connor Johnson.
Big shot.
And Dace goes on top 3-2.
Connor is the coach's son, Robbie Joe's son.
So here on the other end, here's Colton Hamilton working with it. Gets it over and losing it.
Right back to Mitchell.
Mitchell, and then he gets it back to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled as Buck comes from behind, knocks it out, but I think they're going to get number
31.
31, that would be Logan Sloan with the foul.
I think Mitchell's actually going to get his free throws this time.
Yeah, we thought he should have had him the first time, on the foul.
I had to put an X through my circles here.
So he'll have 2. And knocks the first one down. He was, I think, 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 from the line the first game, maybe. Or might have missed 1.
Yeah, he missed 1.
So we're tied at 3, 1:32 left, and no good. Rolls off. Wesley Buck comes off with the rebound.
That was close.
Drives the baseline, shot up, no good by Johnson. Rebound comes off. That is Mitchell for Betsy Layne. Gives it over to Hamilton, still on the move, kicks it over in the corner. That would be Max Newsom back out to Hamilton. He drives the lane, and now he kicks it out. Shot up baseline, Lincoln Hamilton, no good. Rebound comes off to Dace. Number 31, that would be Logan Sloan to the bucket, and one.
And one.
End to end. Sloan got the rebound, knew where he was going with it when he headed up the floor.
Yep, coast to coast, drew the contact and finished. Logan's an excellent player.
5-3. Dace with the lead, and they can extend that to 6-3 and do as Logan Sloan knocks the free throw down. Under a minute to go here, first quarter, 6-3.
Picked up the scoring there pretty quick, didn't they? They got
It did.
9 points. Hadn't anybody scored.
That's the way it happened in the first game. You kind of get the butterflies out a little bit and you see one go through the hoop, and then they all go through. Betsy Layne working. That's Collins. Kicks it over into the corner. Max Newsom gets it out to Colton Hamilton. Hamilton drives. Top of the circle, 3 in the air. Good.
Ooh.
Boy, he got that one to go.
He did. I told you he's a player now.
No doubt that one was a three-pointer, and we're tied at 6. Dace could work for the last shot as we're down to 18 seconds left. Gage Burgett goes into Buck. Kicks it over into the corner. Number 13, Meade, and Meade with a 12-footer off the side, no good. Rebound comes off to Mitchell or Betsy Layne. Gives it over to Ham. 3 seconds, 2. Let's see, he fires it up. No, and at the end of 1, we're tied at 6. Championship game of the Florida County Tournament C team. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
Back here at the J.E. Campbell Arena, getting ready to start the second quarter, 6-6. Betsy Layne and DACE in the C-Team County Championship to Floyd County, 21-22.
Yeah, Colton Hamilton, 5 out of the 6 points in that first quarter, and we thought he had 2 3-pointers, but the official said on the first one had his toe on the line, so he's knocked 2 long shots down, and Betsy Layne will have it coming out of the intermission between the first and second quarter. That's number 21, Lincoln Hamilton, steps out of bounds, and he'll get it into Colton Hamilton. Little guy's not shy to pull that trigger, is
No,
he?
he's a player. I mean, I've seen Colton play a lot. And
Here's Newsom back to Hamilton. Hamilton comes to the left side, drops it off to Lincoln Hamilton, and nearly over and back. Nice save that time by Collins. Newsom. There's Lincoln Hamilton and Colton. They double team him real quick. Nice dribble, and he gets it blocked. And Buck has it. And he's going to go end to end and puts it up and in.
Nice block, nice finish.
Yes. Got the block, picked up the ball, and scored on the other end. That was Wesley Buck. Colton Hamilton with it in the front court now for Betsy Layne to the left side. Into the corner it'll go. That's Lincoln Hamilton. Back to Colton. Drives down the lane and shot up. No, it's said he walked before the shot.
Not sure I saw. I didn't have a great angle of his feet there, but I don't know about that one.
Didn't look like it.
Thought he had got the and one. That'd have been a big one too.
Yes, it would have been. 8-6. 2:50 left here in the first half. DACE working down in the front court, and ball knocked loose, but DACE comes up with it, but one of the players was stepping over the end line, so it'll go over to Betsy Layne. Colton Hamilton into the front court for Betsy Layne. Reverses down the right side, kicks it down in the corner to Max Newsom. Newsom looking for help now. Comes cross court over to Lincoln Hamilton. And I think you're right, Collins and
they're getting chased.
Yeah, Mitchell, they're getting 1-on-1. The rest of it's a triangle, and there's Hamilton shot up no good, knocked out of bounds off of DACE. That was Logan Sloan. No, they said he was off from Betsy Layne.
Yeah.
They'll give it to DACE.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Nonetheless,
Betsy Layne not scored here in the quarter. It's 8-6. Only one bucket being scored. That was where Buck blocked the shot and took it end to end. DACE working in the front court with it. There's Connor Johnson. Gets it over to Meade. And here's a long three shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Collins. That was Johnson with the shot for DACE. Collins gets it over to Hamilton on the floor. He'll take the return pass. Now they'll set it up. Calls that the fist play. Goes down to Lincoln Hamilton. And try to get it down low to Mitchell. Boy, nice hands. And then he comes up short with it. And knocked out of bounds off of DACE. It's going to stay with Betsy Layne. Boy, Mitchell broke wide open and
point blank.
Hit the bottom of the rim. Didn't know he was open as he was.
Yeah, he came right through there. And I like I said, I think he's a little shocked.
Yes. And here he comes out on top, Max Newsom. Gets it over to Colton Mitchell. He'll pull the Colton Hamilton, he'll pull the trigger on it and does. And no good, but rebound comes off to Hamilton, Lincoln Hamilton. And here's Max Newsom with three, no. Rebound comes off, DACE has it. That was Connor Johnson with it, nearly taken away. Now gets it over to Baguette. Baguette behind the back. Crossover to Meade. Meade fires up the three, no good. Rebound back up and in by Sloan.
Cleaning up.
Yes, just come in on the backside and fell right in his hands, and DACE is wanting a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 52 seconds left, first half, 10-6, DACE over Betsy Layne.
Yeah, DACE 4 points this quarter, and Betsy Layne's yet to score. So.
Yes.
Got an update on the Floyd Central girls game, 58-48. Floyd Central up 10 going into the fourth quarter.
That's over to Lawrence County.
Well, it's at Floyd Central tonight.
But
yeah.
I mean, they're playing Lawrence County.
Yeah, over Lawrence County girls. So that's for the #1 seed.
Yeah,
so
that's big. Well, now if
I'm not sure what the score was. I'll have to look and see how bad Lawrence County got them.
Right. So is this the last district game for them?
Yeah.
And they'll have identical records?
Yes.
Both of them have one loss?
Yeah, one loss on each other's floor.
Yes. Here at J.E. Campbell Arena, we're 52 seconds away from halftime in the C-Team Championship game, 10-6, DACE over Betsy Layne. Adams beat Betsy Layne in the B-Team game, the first game we had. Of course, following this one, it'll be DACE and Betsy Layne, and they'll be doing battle for the A-Team Championship.
Yep, a rematch.
And here's Colton Hamilton, and they'll go
Good
inside Mitchell and blocked from behind by Buck. That's 3 blocks from Buck, and out on the break, going to the bucket, shot no good, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Betsy Layne, save DACE.
Yeah, Buck.
He's been challenged.
Yeah, he has.
Betsy Layne's challenged him down low, and he's been up to the task so far.
He's done great in there.
Here the ball comes in. That's number 10, Brigette. Working around on top now to Johnson. Just working around now. It'll go over to Logan Sloan. Sloan puts it on the floor. Cut off on the baseline. Reverses. Comes back out on top. Johnson faked the 3 in the lane. Looking for help. Here's Buck. Kicks it back out and shot up no good from the outside. And Colton Hamilton comes off with the rebound. Throws it long up the court. And at the horn, no. And at the half, it's 10-6, DACE over Betsy Layne in the C-Team Championship game of the Floyd County Tournament. We'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
More than ever, life is full of change. And sometimes change is good. Same with your cable package. By upgrading to streaming with Gearhart TV, you get a ton of features and content. That's entertainment for everyone, no matter what they watch or how they do it. Change doesn't have to be a challenge either. Streaming with Gearhart TV is easy to use on the devices you already have. Ready for change? Contact Gearhart TV and make the switch to streaming today.
I'm Jennifer Reynolds, and I've been a State Farm agent for over 20 years here in Pikeville. We offer all the products and services available through State Farm Insurance. You'll receive all the benefits of a State Farm agent in a convenient location while being serviced by my licensed staff in a friendly office environment. Call us if you need a quote for auto insurance, fire, life, or health, or if you need information on our financial services product. Our commitment is to you, our client. Walk in, call in, or click in anytime, day or night.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 GB of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 GB of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 GB of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Parkview Pharmacy in Minnie is now offering vaccines for flu, shingles, and pneumonia. We also offer RX flavor for children's medicine. Delivery service is available. We have a collection of the most popular Candleberry candles. Parkview Pharmacy has been servicing all your pharmaceutical needs for over 13 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Give us a call at 606-377-2117. Christy, Valerie, and all the friendly staff at Parkview Pharmacy would like to say good luck to the Jaguars.
With winter upon us, you can count on Gearhart Broadband to keep your home connected. Gearhart TV connects you to a world of entertainment with great digital features, DVR, and lots of HD channels. High-speed internet connects you to the web faster than ever. And next-gen digital phone connects friends and family for less. If you don't have all 3 connections yet, it's a great time to bundle up for the winter. Call our friendly customer service team and start saving today with Gearhart Broadband.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to J.E. Campbell Arena as we're at the half of the championship game of the C team in the Floyd County Tournament. It's 10-6 DACE over Betsy Layne, and Justin has some numbers.
For DACE, they were led in scoring by Logan Sloan with 5 points, 2 for Wesley Buck, and 3 for Connor Johnson. And they really got them in the second quarter there. They outscored Betsy Layne 4-0. And, you know, Betsy Layne, Colton Hamilton's got 5 of the 6 points, and Eli Mitchell with 1. And, you know, DACE has done a good job of shutting down the Mitchell-Collins duo there underneath the goal.
Well, Collins ain't got a shot off.
No, I really don't think he has.
He hadn't had a shot, and, of course, Mitchell, he was fouled 2 times. We thought he should have got foul shots both times, but the first time they said that it was on the drive to the bucket. Second time, like you said, you know, he was 1 or 2 from the foul line, and besides the 2 long shots by Mitchell, that's been the scoring for Betsy Layne.
Yeah, I've said it a couple times, you know, scoring's at a premium, and this game, I mean, you're 10-6. You know, if you're DACE, if you could come out here and put together a 4-0 run, you know, you might put it in cruise control after that. You know,
exactly. It's like you said. You know, Betsy Layne never scored in the second period, so we'll see how they do here coming out of halftime. I'm not sure, it don't show on the score table. Let's see. Looks like DACE is going to have as the possession to start the second half. Of course, now after this game here tonight, the C team game, we'll have the A team championship game.
Yep, that A team game, I don't think we'll have a problem scoring points in the A team game.
Probably not.
I don't think that's going to be a
Some
problem.
of our viewers here on Facebook, we've got one from Bridgeport, West Virginia, rooting on the Bobcats. Also got a viewer out of Rayland, Ohio watching. Don't say who they're rooting for. And got a comment here for Coach Holbrook, they still call him.
Yeah.
Also got a viewer rooting on for Bailey and Harpy, the DACE girls, and they put a show on.
Yeah, they did.
We're about ready to get this second half started. Looks like about 10 seconds on the clock. Both teams getting their final instructions, and DACE will have basketball to start the second half.
Yeah, you know, this possession here, if you can draw up a good play and get you a bucket, I mean, you've doubled them up. You'll be at 12-6. And if you're Betsy Layne right here, if you can just dig in and get you a stop and get you a bucket down here.
Yeah, one bucket gets them right back in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, you're down 4 points, you know. Of course, you got Mitchell there, the little man hitting that outside 3. And here we go as that looks like number 13. That will be Austin Meade stepping out of bounds to trigger the basketball in for DACE, the DACE Bulldogs. And to get it in the buck. Now it'll go over to Baguette, and ball knocked loose and picked up as 2 of DACE's players bending over. Looked like they bumped head. Buck down low. Tough shot up and in. Wesley Buck. And we've got, looks like Connor Johnson and Baguette both going after the loose ball, bumped heads, and both of them.
A little shaken up there.
Yeah, going to have a little time to shake that one off.
DACE kind of.
So they score on the opening possession, and that was a tough shot by Buck down low.
And you know, usually when a player's hurt and you've got the ball, they blow that thing dead immediately.
Right.
So they, you know, DACE kind of.
Here's Mitchell with it and tries to go inside. And we're trying to go to Mitchell. Excuse me, that was Hamilton with it and knocked out of bounds. And is it going to stay with Betsy Layne? Didn't see no indication. And, yeah, I guess it is now as Colton Hamilton steps out of bounds.
Yeah, Eli Mitchell there a little shaken up. That's a tough little fall there.
Yeah, come down sideways on his side trying to reach out to get that pass. And it'll come in to Mitchell, gives it back over to Hamilton. Colton Hamilton brings that on top of the circle now, sets up the offense. And again, it looks like the triangle and two for DACE. They're getting Collins and Mitchell. Here's Collins with it, hands it off to Mitchell. It's knocked loose. Sloan comes up with the loose ball. He's on the move for DACE, gets it over. And here's a long three up and no good by Burgett. Rebound comes off to Mitchell. And Mitchell brings it up to court, still on the move, into the corner, now looking for some help, gets it over to Hamilton. Little man down the lane, wrap-around pass shot up, and Sloan knocks it out of bounds.
DACE with a couple of good blocks here, 4 blocks tonight.
Mitchell will step out of bounds for Betsy Layne. And he'll get it into Hamilton. Colton Hamilton comes out on top, and here's a Max Newsom with the shot up, no good. And we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go to Betsy Layne.
Good call. Thought he was running in, maybe trying to whistle a foul there, but that was a good call.
So Mitchell again will step out of bounds for Betsy Layne, and he'll get it into Hamilton. Colton Hamilton. And he fires up the long three, no good. And Buck had it knocked loose. Collins comes up with it, shot no good. Gets it from laying on his back, gets it over to Mitchell, put it up, no good.
I think they got a lid on the rim.
And that's number Meade with it. Long pass on the other end, putting it up and in to Connor Johnson. Boy, Betsy Layne had 2 or 3 good looks at it and just couldn't get it up and go through the rim. Betsy Layne's wanting a timeout.
Yeah, point blank. Got to convert those.
And let's see if it's going to be looks like a 30-second timeout. 2:15 left, 14-6 now as Betsy Layne DACE moves out by 8.
That's what we were talking about. You know, they come out and put a 4-0 run together. I mean, you're looking, you're down 8 points, but you've only scored 6. So you've got, now, I mean, they're getting some good looks down here. They've just missed some stuff right there at
the
missed
at
2
the goal.
2 or
3 good ones, and then Collins laying on his back, got the rebound, fired it back up to his teammate.
And a good play, too, to not travel, get the wall caught and just get it in the air.
Yeah, he just threw it up to Mitchell, and then Mitchell again. That's even in the first half, Mitchell had that same shot miss.
Just can't convert on them. And, you know, if you're going to win this game, you're going to have to convert on those underneath the goal.
Yes, exactly.
And DACE doing a really good job of, you know, spreading their scoring out.
Well, and got some, they've got a couple fast break buckets, too.
Yeah.
Betsy Layne will have it. As it comes in, looks like Betsy Layne got a substitute. Oh, no, that's Lincoln Hamilton coming in. Here's Collins with it. On the drive, down the lane to the bucket. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and one.
Needed that one.
Yes. Well, Collins and Mitchell's going to have to be a little more aggressive coming out and getting the basketball from Hamilton, you know, get it over, pass to him, and then put it on the floor and take it to the bucket.
Yeah, maybe draw some fouls, get them in foul trouble.
And that's what Collins done on that one. Missed the first shot, but got his rebound, and then makes the free throw to complete the three-point play. It's 14-9, draws the lead down to 5, and then right on the other end with the answer, Connor Johnson from the top of the circle.
That's the coach's son. That's his 8th point.
Here's Collins, works down low and gets it over to Mitchell. Hamilton, excuse me, shot up and good, Colton Hamilton.
Well, you finally see it go through the hoop here. You're going to have to get some stops, though, now.
17-11, 1:30 to go. Here's Buck, free throw line. Johnson just inside the three-point line this time. No, and rebound off of DACE. It's going to go to Betsy Layne. So Betsy Layne will have a chance to cut into that 6-point lead.
Yeah, now you've seen a couple go through. You got Collins score and Hamilton both scoring back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, 5 points the last 2 trips down. Here's Hamilton with it. And Newsom Shot up, no good, out of bounds. It'll go back to DACE. Yeah, Betsy Layne with 5 points here in the quarter. That's more than they scored. They didn't have a point in the second quarter. Into the front court, that's Johnson with it. And ball knocked loose. Buck picks it up, gives it to Johnson. 15-foot elbow jumper up, no good. And they're going to have Buck on the foul on the rebound.
Oh.
Looks like got a score here. Update 1:37 left, and Floyd Central is up on Lawrence County 67-53, 14.
Ooh, we got a text there that Lawrence County beat them by 12, so if they can win by more than 12, they'll get the number 1 seed.
1:37 left. Here is Collins on the drive down the left side and try to get it back out to Mitchell, and it was intercepted. Well, excuse me, to Hamilton.
Sloan gives it right back.
Sloan gives it right back as he's wasn't able to handle the pass, turns it over for DACE. 17-11, 36 seconds left, third quarter. Championship game of the C team. Here's Hamilton on the drive, still on the move, step back, elbow jumper, count it. The little man can shoot the ball.
He can play.
17-13, down to a 4-point lead, and here's Buck with it. Gives it over to Sloan. Sloan fires up the 3-point, and good.
That's a big answer.
Well, it looks like every time Betsy Layne, like in the first game with Adams, every time they make a run to get in it, they answer on the other end. And here's a shot up, no good by Hamilton, out of bounds. It's going to go back to DACE.
Don't want to give up a cheap one or a foul right here.
2.4 seconds, all it's left, so DACE will have to try to get it and here's a near steal, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 20-13, DACE by 7, championship game of the C team, Florida County Tournament. We'll be back for final quarter action this year in Mountain Sports Network.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I'm Jennifer Reynolds, and I've been a State Farm agent for over 20 years here in Pikeville. We offer all the products and services available through State Farm Insurance. You'll receive all the benefits of a State Farm agent in a convenient location while being serviced by my licensed staff in a friendly office environment. Call us if you need a quote for auto insurance, fire, life, or health, or if you need information on our financial services product. Our commitment is to you, our client. Walk in, call in, or click in anytime, day or night.
Back here at J.E. Campbell Arena, fourth quarter. DACE 20, Betsy Layne 13 of the C-Team County Championship. Going to have to, if you're Betsy Layne, you're going to have to pull it out here.
Well, like you said, they scored 7 points in that quarter. That was one more than they scored the first half, but to give up 10. So the two big three-point shots for DACE really hurt them as they was making a comeback.
Big. Yeah, the one by Logan Sloan there was huge.
And here's Burgett, and called him for the walk. So a turnover, Betsy Layne will have a chance to cut into the lead on the first possession of the fourth quarter.
That's what you need. You got to get a good shot right here.
Here's Collins. They got Collins bringing the ball up now, and that's going to be Burgett on him, and Burgett's going to be called for the foul. And, Justin, that's only the second foul called in the second half, one each way.
Yeah, no foul trouble at all. You can kind of be aggressive here for both sides. If you're Betsy Layne, try to turn them over.
They probably wasn't 3 or 4 fouls called the first half.
No, you're right.
Betsy Layne working in the front court with it. That's Lincoln Hamilton, and he'll get it to Collins. Collins on the drive. Hands it off now to Hamilton. Hamilton under the bucket and gets it over to Mitchell. And here, free throw line jumper up and good. Number 21, Lincoln Hamilton, first bucket of the night.
Big shot, big time.
Lead down to 5. Betsy Layne picking up full court. Here's Johnson in the front court, and they was wanting a timeout, but they're going to call the foul on Lincoln Hamilton before the timeout.
Whistle tightened up a little bit here.
Did. And here is Johnson looking to get it in, and he'll get it into Sloan. They abandoned Sloan and let him bring it in front court. Mitchell with it, and Sloan to the bucket. Mitchell, nice defense, cuts him off on the baseline. Here's Buck with it down the lane. Left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Collins. Still on the move. And, well, they had a horn for some reason. The Collins held up. Then he fires up from the free throw line, no good. And shot up, no good by Hamilton. Goes out of bounds. It's going to go to DACE.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit. He was trying to hurry up and get it up there. Betsy Layne with the full court pressure.
And they get it over to Sloan, and Sloan comes across the court with it, straight to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled as Mitchell will pick up the foul.
Two big free throws here, 2:28, been a lot on the floor tonight that I thought were shots.
Oh, they call that on the floor?
Yeah. Been quite a few times tonight I thought we were shooting free throws.
We're going to have a timeout to see if it's going to be, it's going to look like a 30-second timeout. 2:28, all that's left here in the championship game of the C-Team tournament. And it's 20-15 DACE. They'll have the ball out of the timeout.
Yeah, this crucial possession right here, because there's not going to be a lot more points scored, I don't think. If they could get, if DACE can get 4 more points, I think it's game over.
Oh, yeah.
And, if you're Betsy Layne, you're going to have to dig in, and you need 5 at a minimum, but you're going to have to start with a stop right here and a rebound. And I feel like they look better when they push the ball and don't let that defense get set.
And they've had a couple chances down 5 and just not been able to get any closer, and wasn't able to score. So getting down time now that they're going to have to shortly. You're going to have to start. They've only got 1 foul.
Yeah, this is kind of where you kind of need to just pick up some fouls, just going for some steals or jump balls, just to kind of put yourself in position later.
Exactly. You're going to have to start getting some fouls so they can start putting them to the line. They've still got 5 fouls to give. And here looking to get it in, and it's not.
Yep.
And didn't get back in bounds in time. That was Burgett, so a turnover. And that's what Betsy Layne needs, is now they'll have the basketball trailing 5, 2:25 left.
Got to convert.
And here is working in the front court, giving it over to Collins. Collins going to take it down the lane, step back, shot up, and no good. Mitchell battling for the rebound, knocked loose. Buck comes up with it, gets it over to Burgett for DACE as he takes it down to the baseline. Now he's being double teamed and steals Collins for Betsy Layne, and then he's going to be fouled. That's going to be 4 team fouls on DACE, and that's what they don't want, is to get in the foul to where they can put Betsy Layne at the line.
Yeah.
Here's Hamilton. Gets a screen from Mitchell. Collins, long 3, count it, and we've got a game.
We've got a game.
20-18, 1:40 to go. Betsy Layne trails for 2. DACE in the front court. Here's Buck.
They put some pressure on you now.
And the crowd is coming alive a little bit now. Here is Johnson with it. On the dribble, and they get it over. That's number 13, Meade, with it. And now this is where the foul situation hurt Betsy Layne, because they'd only got 2 fouls. Here's a steal, or near steal. Buck goes to the floor, comes up with it. Big save. Burgett down the lane, shot up, no good. Mitchell comes off with it for Betsy Layne. They trail by 2. Approaching a minute to go. Here's Collins. Takes it down the lane. A floater up, and we're tied.
And 1. Got a chance to take the lead.
1.
Wow. 5 big points.
What a turn of event. As we have DACE called the timeout. Betsy Layne comes out of the timeout. It's got 5 straight points and got a chance to make it 6.
What a turn. What a turn of events.
Andrew Collins can give his team the lead. It'd be the first lead of the night, and he does.
Wow, that's a big one.
Now Betsy Layne can use the foul situation to their favor. As it goes down, here's Brigette to the bucket, no good. And Betsy Layne comes up with the rebound. It's Collins with it. We're under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton to Collins.
Gotta get
and Collins is standing there holding it. DACE is going to have to come out and do something. Now Collins puts it on the floor. And he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be number 14, Johnson, with it. And that's 6 team fouls. They'll have to foul one more time to put Betsy Layne at the line. 36 seconds left as we got a timeout. And it's going to be Betsy Layne. It's going to be
I think he's going full. Yeah, he go full.
Full timeout. And just stay right here with it as we only got 36 seconds left. 21-20, Justin. Betsy Layne with the lead. They've made a big 6-0 run here in the last minute and a half. And they'll have the basketball out of the timeout. So what are you telling your team?
You know, these kids are so young that I know 36 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but that's an eternity to hold the ball for little, you know what I mean, this age group. But you do have Colton, Hamilton, and Collins, Andrew, that can both handle the ball well enough. So I feel like if you can get those two the ball, and they're in the bonus, so if they can hang on enough to get that foul, one of those two I feel like could step up and make a free throw. If you're DACE, you just turn up the pressure. I really don't go for the foul immediately because, you know, again, this age group, you know what I mean, it's a long time to hold that ball.
And then on the other hand, Betsy Layne with only 2 fouls. So, you know, if DACE has the basketball, Betsy Layne could foul 4 times, take time off the clock, and not put them at the line as long as they don't foul, you know, an act of shooting.
Right.
Of course, that's a whole lot to ask for this age group.
You know, I mean, you're talking, these kids are 10, 11, 12 years old. So, you know, this is, but, you know, these are, you know.
Collins steps out of bounds for Betsy Layne. Trying to trigger it in, and it'll come in. Betsy Layne had it. There's the foul, and they're going to put Lincoln Hamilton to the line.
They wanted the over and back. It was close. I mean, that was.
Yeah. Well, you know, he jumped out of the front court to the back court, but until you catch the ball and have possession of it, you don't have a front or back court.
Yep, the 1-and-1.
Of course, you can't tell that to some of the
absolutely.
fans and the parents.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So it'll be the 1-and-1.
This is a big one.
Lincoln Hamilton steps to the line. A lot of pressure on the young man. His team leads by 1. And is that 5 fouls on?
I think it is.
Yeah, Brigette. No, that's Johnson. That's a big gun fouling out right there for DACE.
Yeah, he's got 8 points.
Lincoln Hamilton, the young man, steps up. First one up, no good.
Oh,
rebound,
wow.
Collins puts up and in. And Betsy Layne by 3. And they pick up in the backcourt and putting pressure on DACE. Here's Sloan to the bucket. And number 2, here's Buck down the lane, shot up. No good, but he's fouled. 17 seconds, not what you wanted for Betsy Layne.
No, absolutely. I mean, that could have been an and-1.
Yeah, well, it would have been if he had made it. And looks like Luke Gibson, number 2, in the lineup. He replaces Johnson.
Yeah, Andrew Collins, what a run here. He's on an 8-0 run by himself.
Yes. And Buck's free throw, no good. Did they call the lane violation?
I don't think so. That was close.
Boy, I tell you.
I mean, that's a tough one.
And the second one up and good. 23-21, 17.8 seconds left. Betsy Layne will have it. They'll have to bring it to let the floor. 7 fouls for DACE, so it will be the 1-and-1 if they elect to foul.
Yep, I mean, you've got plenty of time. You know, you're still in the 1-and-1. They missed the front end of the 1-and-1 last time, so you've got plenty of time to foul and push it down the floor. So Going to be an interesting finish here. We got the crowds getting into it, too. Which these two fan bases going to get to go at it again the next game.
Next game, and that one could be just as good as this one.
Yes.
Or maybe better.
Yes. I got a text. Floyd Central won by 13.
Wow.
About skin of their teeth.
Lawrence County beat them by 12.
Yeah,
so
that'll give them the one.
The reason we're keeping up with that, for the people looking in, the tiebreaker in Floyd County this year in the high school is head-to-head competition with a 15-point count. So the team, if they on the head-to-head with the same record, who wins by the most under 15 points gets the number 1 seed. So Floyd Central beats Lawrence County by 12. Lawrence County beats them, by 13. Lawrence County beats them to 12. So that's going to give the Lawrence County girls the number 1 seed in the district tournament.
Here we go.
There's Betsy Layne. Collins gets it in, and no, they're going to call a foul before the ball gets in, which is not a bad foul because you want the foul anyway. No time comes off the clock.
Who's
going to send it to the line?
33. Is that Eli Mitchell? Yeah.
Mitchell, yes.
He's knocked down some free throws. He's missed some free throws as well, though. So
yes.
He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. So the 1-and-1.
1-and-1. His team leads by 2. If he can knock both of these down, makes the first. It's a one-possession game. If he makes this one, it could be lights out.
Yep. Not a lot of time left to get 2 possessions out of this.
Exactly.
Last time Collins got that offensive rebound.
And Betsy Layne still with the 3 fouls, so they could foul in the backcourt, take time off him, and Mitchell misses it.
Here we go.
And Buck gets the rebound, calls the timeout immediately. So it's a one-possession game, 3-point lead, 24-21. And it is
it's like a 30-second
timeout.
You know, this is where
16.5 seconds left. DACE will have to bring it the length of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Johnson fouling out. They've hit 3 threes, and he had hit 2 of them.
Yes.
So that's a big loss to have him on the bench right now. Logan Sloan hit the other 3. So I feel like that's probably your best option at this point. And if you're Wesley Buck, maybe go in there and crash those boards, and if it comes off, and go straight back up and see if you can get an and one.
Or you could give it to Buck and let him take it to the rim and
go
try
fast.
to get the and one.
Yeah, and if you're Betsy Layne, you don't want to foul here under any circumstance. A 3-point shooter, a 2-point shooter, nobody.
Right.
You don't want.
Of course,
you don't want that foul.
You could see them pick up full court and foul in the backcourt. They've only got 3 team fouls.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
So they could take some time off.
You could let them get to 3-quarter court and foul, and then as soon as they get it into half-court foul, you know what I mean? You could walk them straight down the floor here.
And here's Buck taking it out, and they'll get it in. That's number 13 with it, Meade. And Sloan, he's got it. Goes up for the 3. No. And goes out of bounds. Well, no, it set it out of bounds. It's going to Betsy Layne.
They're still running the clock. Wow, they run about 5 seconds off the clock there. Surely they're going to look at that.
And, there they come over to see now. I didn't hear the whistle myself.
I didn't either.
I thought that the DACE player had saved it back in bounds. So, evidently, they're just going to give them a timeout, put no time back on the clock.
They put 7 back on.
Oh, okay, yeah. They just put it up after I glanced back away from it. 7 seconds.
Had a decent look. I mean, I don't, when everybody in the gym knows where you're going, it's kind of tough to get that shot off.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It was some good coaching by Betsy Layne because they knew that Sloan was going to take that, and they had a man on him.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him right there. That's, again, that hurts not having Johnson on the floor because he stretches the floor. He's another 3-point threat that you've got.
7 seconds even left. Betsy Layne will have to bring it to the length of the floor. They lead by 3. Big quarter here. Actually, Justin, they put 18 points up in the second half. They had 6 at half. Never scored in the second quarter. They come out of that locker room fired up.
They've scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. They only had 6 in the. Got a double team on Colton here. Eli
And
Mitchell at
Collins
the free
will
throw
step
line.
out of bounds. And here he is, and they're running.
Got a foul.
And it comes in
Ooh.
and immediately fouled, and that's Lincoln Hamilton. He'll go back to the line.
Give yourself a shot. If you
Give
can get this
yourself, it'll be
rebound
the
right
1-on-1. They got 7, 8 fouls. I thought it might have been 8, it made 9, but it's 8, but that's pretty well academic. 1 second run off the clock, 6 seconds left.
He missed the front end last time, but he could seal the deal right here.
Yes, if he makes this first one, it'll give his team the championship, only 6 seconds left. And the first one's up and no good. Sloan comes off the rebound, and he takes a 3 to tie it. He goes up, shot, no! Hands on line, come up short. And Betsy Layne comes back in the fourth quarter and wins the C-Team Championship over DACE 24-21. What a game.
What a game. I mean, that, Andrew Collins just goes on the run there. I mean, just as quick as he could. That was a great finish right there. Awesome finish.
Yes, it was. So the teams will shake hands, and looks like DACE is leaving the floor, but they've got the trophies at the scorer's table.
Yeah, I think Betsy Layne's going off the floor too.
And I think they're going to call them back, though. They've got the trophies there. Yeah, they got them coming back.
Welcome back to the floor, Superintendent Anna Shepard, Board Member District 3, Junior Newsom, and AES Principal Kyle Shepard for the.
So a great ball game. Betsy Layne with only 6 points at the half, and come back and score 18 points here in the second half, and comes away with the championship in the C-Team tournament, as now they'll pass the trophies out. We've got one more to
The
go.
2022 C-Team runners-up, the DACE Bulldogs.
And here they come back out on the floor. They'd left the floor, but now they're coming back to get their champion or the runner-up trophy. Great game, very entertaining game. Big crowd on hand, both sides of the court, on the end, both ends here at the J.E. Campbell Arena. Been a while since we've been here. Photos being taken now. These same DACE Bulldogs and Betsy Layne Bobcats will do battle in the final game tonight. That will be the A-Team championship game. It's championship night here for Floyd County. Been getting some great views coming in from our viewers on Facebook and YouTube, giving us some good comments, and we encourage them to stay online and stay tuned for the next game. Got some future stars for both Betsy Layne and Floyd Central playing here in this next game. You'll get a little highlight, and you probably.
And your 2022 C-Team champions, the Betsy Layne Bobcats.
And the Betsy Layne Bobcats come out as once they get the trophies handed out, we'll get an interview with the coach.
You're questioning yourself now, aren't you? What's that? Bobcats and Wildcats? Remind me in a minute.
Putting on the medallions, well earned tonight. Have to get those photos in. A lot of good memories here for these teams. Whether you win or not, there's something they can, some of these kids will move on to the high school careers and meet up and play against these same players again. And I'm sure they'll reminisce some nights about this game. And now as they break the huddle, we'll see if Justin can get out and get an interview with the coach. Of course, he's going to be a coach in this next game also. So, all righty, go. We're seeing it down.
Here with Mason Hall, the C-team champions here. You all pulled out a tough one there right there at the end, didn't you?
I told the guys before the game, I said it's evenly matched talent-wise, but it's going to come down to who's the meanest, who's the toughest, who wants it the most. And in the end, we did.
Yeah, there right at the end, too, Andrew Collins steps up. I mean, he got super mean there. He scored 8 points, went on an 8-0 run by himself.
Hey, he's our leader. He's one of the best teammates and the best leaders I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying a lot for a 6th grade kid. Yeah. Love him.
Yeah. You guys stepped up and played good there. You kind of held that same thing in the Prestonsburg game in the B team. You kind of knocking on that door, and you finally beat that one down there.
Yeah, we felt a little short in that one. But we played good. We're young. We start 2 5th graders. You know, no excuses, but we're going to grow and get better and learn from that moment. Chew on it a little bit, come back different next year.
Get hungry, baby. You all did good. Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you, Justin. And we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back for the championship game of the A team here in Floyd County. It will be DACE and Betsy Layne doing battle again. This is Intermountain Sports Network.